Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Canes will kick it away to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground here. A quick shoot. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Pitches to the back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
The game makes it second and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warrick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
And the Seminoles pick up enough to get a first down there. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. The sure hands, it's Douglas. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Off the 59-yard field goal miss, good field position setting up at the 42. Here comes a handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Trying to find some room. It's Martinez.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Scanning the field. It's Ward. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback fighting this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Hurricanes. No chance to catch it. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. It's a short completion at the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And it's the tight end trying to power for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Noles looking to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass caught. Second down now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They'll run it here. And that run produces a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. A handoff to the back. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Good job up front by this offensive line. Good hard running. But as Miami Hurricane back, he's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Ward. Catch made on the out route. Breaks the tackle. Gets into the clear. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Receiver makes the grab.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead marker.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Florida State offense on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Uiagalelei. Here's the throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Porton. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. The Canes will line up on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and 10 play coming up. To the air, it's Ward. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. Now the important point after attempt. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 30, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Nice grab. It's Benson.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Pass rush closing in. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To throw, it's Uiagalelei. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Powerful running here. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Miami, 21, Florida State, 0.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Here comes the Miami offense. offense back out onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Running through the tackle. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, listen, great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Trying to run it, it's Fletcher. He shreds the tackle. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Direct snap to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Hurricanes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami. And the route is on.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out. It's Holmes. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Catch made by the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. He shreds the tackle. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to throw. It's Uiagalelei. He's moving out of the pocket now. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Bringing it back, it's Restrepo. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Now here's the toss play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And now from the pistol formation. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 28, Florida State 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. It seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Yankee Blue. Yankee Blue. Hornet.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. Gets into space at the 50. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Hurricanes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Oh, the energy strategy really building, Patrick. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
Florida State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And the Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
That gain makes it second and medium. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get in.
The catch is made inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
When they make the extra point, trail now 35-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Florida State, 7.
It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. They get him down at the 33 after a solid return.
Hurricanes will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. A good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up.
325.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision?
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
A gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just with 2 yards. But Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably think
nobody can bring him down. Touchdown, Canes. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. He's moving out of the pocket. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Throws a stiff arm. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Let's be honest, all wins are not